There's been a change of plan. We did think that the Malden to Dumbarton Railway Bridge was going to be the end of today's explores, but this happens to be open. We're a little bit worried that the Picton Mushroom Tunnel was going to be closed. So it says there, from 2 p.m. Monday to Friday, closed, and closed weekends, but it's open. And we decided not to park the cars in there just in case they lock the gates, but someone has bent the bars here, so if we need to get out, if someone locks the gates behind us, we'll be able to get out. They talk about this being one of the most haunted railway tunnels around. So this is my first time here. If anyone's thinking about doing this, what's the little township down there? Picton. Oh, that's Little Picton. So if you come through Picton on Argyle Street, as you're heading up, it's on your right hand side, and if you don't look for it, you'll easily miss the driveway. So I'm filming straight into the sun here, so I might start filming once we get up close to the tunnel. This used to be the original boom gate. They don't use this anymore. Some pretty hefty padlocks down there, but we will be able to get out. We'll be able to squeeze through if need be. Okay, if anyone's thinking about doing this, after you come up the long driveway, you'll get to, this sun is a real killer, you'll get to a section here where you can head straight up. There's a road veering off to the left here, and there's another road veering off further to the left. That's the one that you need to take to head to the tunnel. Now, we're trying to be a little bit quick here because apparently it's the people that live on either side of this tunnel that are the caretakers of it, and they really don't like people coming to look at this. That's why it's closed on weekends. They actually hate. Oh, they're not the caretakers? Okay, so they're just the Mrs. Mangles. If anyone remembers Mrs. Mangle off Neighbours, you know, the Karens of the world, they don't want people coming to walk through the tunnel. Foot traffic and car pollution and whatever else. So this is the road that you need to walk up. There's been a few cars come up here. Like I said, we decided not to park in here just in case they lock the gates on us, and then we'll be stuck. So I'll best turn this camera off because it's very muddy until we get to the front of the portal. Alright, I'm just going to show the people out there what I normally use to light up my tunnel. So this is the incredible AceBeam X50, 40,000 lumens. So what I've done, it's got like a tripod mount. So the little Lumix camera that I use, normally without it, I just screw it into there and that's it. So when I walk through, that's going to be what it's going to look like. So switch it on from down here, there it is there. So walking through the tunnel, that's going to light up our way. Just not to confuse people, you can actually come up this road here and not the way we come. This is another car park apparently for...
Yeah, that's the car park for the tunnel.
Oh, for the tunnel up here, you park here?
Yeah.
God, it's very muddy.
It is.
Yeah, but you can come straight up this road. So there's no, once you get to where all the roads divide off to the left, there's no need to sort of like walk up the left. But it is very muddy, so you know, if anyone's thinking about coming here during the day, unless you've got a four-wheel drive, if you've got a nice car, I would suggest parking in the street across the road and just walking over. I know that I'm going to have to wash my car when I get home. It is absolutely filthy, even without coming into this place. Here's another nice sign. This sun's playing a killer. Absolutely killer. Mushroom Tunnel site. Visiting hours Monday to Friday, 8 AM to 2 PM. Trespassers will be prosecuted out of these hours. Prosecuted for what? Persons accessing council land or the tunnel do so at their own risk. Caution, uneven surfaces, only authorised vehicles permitted to drive through the... Prosecuted for what? Walking in a tunnel? Geez, some of these people, honestly, oh, there it is. Look how muddy it is. It is very muddy. It is water. Might have to take the 3138s out so I can see what I'm doing. Although I'm going to light my way. And there is the Pectin Tunnel, and it's set to have a lot of mysterious things go on in this tunnel. See if you can read a few things without falling down. Let's see if we can light up our way first. It's not a very long tunnel, and some of the other tunnels that I've been to are a lot, I think, dark than this one. Yeah, you just... and what it is. Alright, let me read some of this. Whoa, it's very echoey, I'll tell you that much. Alright, the Picton Railway was opened in February 1867 as part of the main South Line. The line ran north-northwest from Picton over Picton Viaduct across the Great South Road before heading northwest. It then headed west-northwest through a 180 metre tunnel in the Red Bank Range. So this was known as the Red Bank Tunnel. What are those things glowing up there in the middle?
I don't know if like some sort of reflector.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Might be these things up here, whatever that is up there. The Picton Mushroom Tunnel, formerly known as the Red Bank Range Railway Tunnel, is historically significant as the first railway tunnel used by the New South Wales Railways. Wow, first tunnel used by the railways. The tunnel is a fine example of the stonemasonry and design of the 1800s and is also one of the structures and works which provide evidence of the Great Southern Railway. During World War II, the tunnel was used for defence storage. Okay, so this tunnel was pretty much used the same way as the Lapston Hill Glenbrook tunnel was, where they stored maybe chemical weapons in here. So back in World War II, everyone was bunkering down for fear of invasion of the Japanese. During World War II, the tunnel used for defence storage until many years later when it was used commercially to grow mushrooms. Experiencing some tragedies in this time, the tunnel is rumoured by many locals to experience paranormal activity. Ghost tours frequented the location in the past to witness firsthand the cold and eerie surroundings inside the tunnel. However, due to deterioration, it is now dangerous for visitors to walk through. Well, we're walking through and we're quite experienced, so there it is. That's what the Pectin Tunnel looks like. I've got some really old graffiti here. This X50 is doing an excellent job. So where does that road come from on the other side, Lorraine? Can you sort of like enter it with a car anywhere?
I've never tried to.
Yeah.
I do think it comes out on a road.
Oh, okay. The beauty about this flashlight is the throw, so it's actually lighting everything up straight down the tunnel, but when I film it close up, it washes a lot of it out, so I need to drop down the power, but let's just walk to the end. Let's just go straight up the guts of it, eh? Actually sounds better when you're walking through the water. These are old bits of graffiti, and those reflectors are very old. They're new, you reckon? Yeah. You reckon? Do you think that was for the tunnel tours, or?
No. Since the tunnel tours haven't
Oh, really? Okay. So this is the triple treat of the explores that we were intending on doing today. As we said as we were finishing off the Dumbarton Railway link, we found out that this closes at 2 p.m, so we weren't confident of getting in, but we actually just said, let's go have a look anyway while we're in the area. And to our surprise, it is open. Now, they can say what they want now. We can easily say that we entered it prior to 2 o'clock and we've had a picnic and we lost track of time, so they wouldn't have a clue. Stixie's been here, whoever Stixie is. Someone's taken a chunk out of there.
Can you give me light there?
This one?
Yeah.
How's that? Look at the shoe prints or whatever in there. What was someone doing? Is that okay? Or is that washing everything out?
Oh no, that's with the east camera.
Got it? Did you bring a torch or not? Oh, you didn't? Okay, yeah. So tell me when you need me to stop and take pictures and I will. Although there's not a lot to take. We'll take the looking back at the portal on this side, and there's not a real lot to, it's not my favourite tunnel out of all the ones I've been to. And look at the slope on it. There's a huge slope over there. It's like it's crooked. And it's leaking from the top. Why they call this dangerous, I have no idea. If they call this dangerous, I wonder what they classify the Otford Tunnel as. And the Otford Tunnel people walk through regularly. The Otford Tunnel is a lot more dangerous than this one. You've got uneven stones inside. It gets flooded in there. Maybe they're thinking it's going to collapse, I don't know. And that was the Red Bank Range Tunnel, now known as the haunted paranormal activity Picton Mushroom Tunnel. Wow, it's very, very echoey. Very echoey. It's a pity they don't have a date up there. There's that stone masonry that they were talking about. That would make a good picture up there. I wonder if I can get up there. I reckon I can climb up there. Mate, I'd have to be Bruce Lee and Enter the Dragon to climb up there. I'm going to give it a crack. Wait till Lorraine comes out. See what happens. If you want that cracking shot, my suggestion would be try to come up here. If you're in thongs like me, leave your thongs down there because it's too slippery. Going up's easy. Coming down might be a different story. Ooh, yeah. Once again, we're against the sun, so the filming, it's going to hate it. So I'll just do a bit of filming down here towards Lorraine and then I'll get her to get a few pictures. What railway line? Crescent.
The present.
Oh, the present railway line. Yeah, I can see something in the distance there.
So this road, you can't, the reason why this is kept open is for the railroad people
Oh, okay.
to maintain the present.
The current line. Okay, that makes sense.
There's a double tunnel just over there to our right.
A double tunnel that's still in use?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So when they changed to 2 lines,
Yeah.
this is when this one stopped being used.
Oh, okay. Okie dokie. we're just going to walk through one last time, heading back towards the cars, do a bit of filming, just in case we capture some paranormal activity. We might not see it as we're walking through, but when I watch the video back when I get home, who's to say what happens? We might see some faces or eyes poking out from somewhere. I love our echo. Woo! Echo. Lego. We've got a Lego vehicle here. Echo. Actually should have brought the Ace beam. I think it's X75 or X25? 45. The X45, I haven't used it for a while, but that's a nice throw-us type floodlight. So that would illuminate everything, plus throw really far down the tunnel as well. So I think it's just referred to as the mushroom tunnel, isn't it?
Yep.
That's all it's really referred to these days, as the mushroom tunnel. Tell you what, there is things like the frost coming out of my mouth. It's quite chilly in here. Not that I'm feeling the cold, but yeah, we plan on doing a really adventurous explore later on this year. I won't give too much information away, but it's taken a lot of planning. Now, I pretty much feel confident on how to attack it and getting to it, but I'll just have to wait till Mavericks is free. And then once he is, I think a lot of you train tunnel aficionados, if you love your train tunnels, you're going to love where we're going. Not many people get to see these tunnels. Someone was just dragging my foot down then. Why didn't I feel anyone dragging it down when I went through the guts of it on the way up? Oh. That might make a good shot, me shining the light back at you. I must have stirred up this mud so much coming up that it's now sucking my thongs down. Well, that's it. That is... How long did I say it was? 180 metres? I think that's what it said it was, 180 minutes. So this is not a very long tunnel. And out of all the tunnels that I've been to, it's not my least favourite because there are shorter tunnels, but you know, I wouldn't make an effort to come here all the way from the other side of Sydney just to see it unless I had a few other explores lined up. There's another photo opportunity for people. If you're on this side of the tunnel, head up there and you can get a picture sitting up the top there. But it's very muddy. Okay, that will conclude today's triple treat of explores. Thank you, Lorraine, once again. You're a gem. If it wasn't for Lorraine, I wouldn't have bothered doing these. Lorraine is always up for an explore. And the beauty about Lorraine is she's done all these by herself. Like, she's got a lot of pictures at home and all her stuff needs to get out. So I'm glad that I can give her credit for taking me to all these places. So thank you once again, Lorraine. And I like that we're doing it on a Friday. So while Sydney works, Optimus Prime and Lorraine are at play. So, all right, we'll wrap it up right there. Until we meet again on an adventure, I think in a couple of weeks' time. In a couple of weeks' time, I'm heading up to Lithgow. I don't want to give that away either, but stay tuned for that one. That's going to be quite exciting. Quite a contingent heading up there with me that night. Until we meet again, adios. Alright, we're just going to do some bonus content here. When I first got my license in the late 80s, 1989, I wore exclusively aviators. You know, Top Gun had not long come out in 1986, and every time we used to pull into a service station and fill up with petrol, they used to have these turbo, they used to be called turbo aviators, and I wore them religiously for a couple of years. I maybe accumulated 30 of them, but unfortunately I can only find maybe 2 or 3 now. So I've been buying them up big again because the movie Top Gun comes out, Top Gun Maverick comes out soon. So the other day, people of Top Gun fame would know what I've got here. These are a replica of the RB 3138s, the shooter. I just call the shooter sunglasses worn by Val Kilmer in Top Gun. And if you look at that circle in the middle there, apparently that was used for, way back in the day, to hold a cigarette. And you've got a sweat brow bar there. The original RB, the Ray-Bans, the original Ray-Bans, that was made out of acetate. But I'm looking for a display cabinet to put all my aviators and my Oakleys and my Wiley X's and my Legend sunglasses. And would you believe I found this on Gumtree? And everything in life for me has been about timing. And this was actually for sale in Ambervale. Now I could buy sunglasses, rotating display cases on eBay for about $60, but I always look to sell things in the future. Now I couldn't sell that. How much am I going to get for it? Because you can buy them brand new for $60. But this is a custom-made Dirty Dog sunglasses display case. It's actually got a Perspex door, and it's got like a little cabinet door on the other end here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually pull these out, I'm going to put it together, and I'm going to show you what I bought for $60 prior to starting these adventures with Lorraine today. So here it is. This is what my glasses display cabinet looks like. Custom made, I gather, for Dirty Dog Eyewear. Lorraine's presenting it like a beautiful model on
Sale of the Century.
Sale of the Century. So it's also got a little door here where you can put all your stuff. There's a crunchy left in there. You actually pulled out a remote control this morning, but there's a crunchy left in there. And if I can get this.
Or should it be the Price is Right?
It might be the Price is Right. Let's open this. That's one. That's two. See if we can hang some. Oh, all the kids on the bus were looking. I think they like my sunglasses display case.
They'll be very
Very
jealous.
jealous. All right, let's put the shooter smack bang in the middle. And there you go. You want to put yours in there?
Okies in as well.
Put your Okies down there.
There we go. Whoops. How how does it go?
Oh, I'm not too sure.
I'm not
No,
an expert.
I haven't done it yet. So there you go, down the back there.
There we go.
There you go. And that's what they look like. So it fits 36 glasses. I'm getting kind of excited to get this home and actually fill it up with all my glasses that I've collected over the years. All right, we will bid you farewell from Picton with my beautiful $60 custom-made Dirty Dog Eyewear sunglasses case. And if I go to sell that in the future, I think I've got more chance of selling this than I have one of those generic ones you can buy off eBay. See you around. Just thought I'd do a follow-up video on the sunglasses display cabinet that I bought yesterday on my explores out there at Ambervale. I've spent all day cleaning it up and fixing a few locks that didn't work, and I've managed to put all my shades in that I've collected over the years. So they're those aviator turbo glasses I was telling you guys about from the late 80s that I used to wear. I managed to find a couple in a drawer. I used to have a lot more, I don't know what happened to them. Then we had some vintage Legend sunglasses that you can't get anymore. Some more aviators, some very old 3D glasses, more aviators. Then we have some American chopper glasses as worn by Paul Sr. My Wiley X Air Rages, the tacticals. We've got some Ray-Ban Club Masters down there. They're the classic RB3025s, the Top Gun glasses. And the shooter replicas, the 3138s. Let me see if I can open this. It opens really smooth now. And there you go. I love displaying things at my place. I've got this hat stand here that I've made a video about as well that I picked up. But this just pops. It's incredible. That's got to be one of my best purchases, I think, over the last couple of years. To pay $60 for something that was custom made for shops. That would have been in a shop somewhere. And I don't think I'll have a hell of a lot of trouble selling it when the time comes to pass it on to someone else to enjoy.